Hello students, today we are going to continue with second chapter techniques in cell biology. So there are various techniques used in cell biology for the study of cells or various mechanisms of the cell in a cell biology. So today we are going to study the techniques in cell biology with respect to the microscopy, where there are different type of equipments or the microscopes are used so as to observe the different structures of the cells which are invisible with the naked eye. So today we are going to continue with the techniques in cell biology with respect to microscopy. So first we'll introduce the definition or the importance of the microscopy. The word microscope is derived from two Greek words, micro, that is a small, and scope means to view or to see. Thus, microscope is an instrument designed for visual examinations of small object which cannot be examined or observed by the naked eye. There are different type of microscopes such as a simple microscope, compound microscope, phase contrast microscope, and electron microscope. The study of different microscopes is called as microscopy. The earliest recorded use of magnifying lens goes back to Konrad Gesber in 1558, a Swiss biologist who published work on the structures of foraminiferans or protozoans. So that was Konrad Gesber in 1558 who first used the magnifying lens to observe the structures of foraminiferans or the protozoans. It was Zacharias Janssen, a Dutch astronomer, who in 1590 added another lens to the telescope and thus provided for the first time a prototype of the present day telescope and the compound microscope. So it was Zacharias Janssen, Dutch astronomer, in 1590 who first used the lens in the telescope and prepared a prototype of telescope of the present day telescope and the compound microscope. Anton von Leeuwenhoek in 1674, who was described as the father of biology, was the first to use the microscope for biological studies. So that was Anton van Leeuwenhoek in 1674, who first used the microscopes to study the biological objects. The compound microscope was constructed by Robert Hooke in 1665 and the forerunner of the present day compound microscope. So the compound microscope was constructed by the Robert Hooke, and the Anton van Leeuwenhoek, who is called as father of biology, who first used the microscope of different type for the biological studies, and the compound microscope was constructed by the Robert Hooke in 1665 and the forerunner of the present day compound microscope. So first we will explain regarding the simple microscope. A simple microscope is commonly used in the laboratory, which is nothing but a magnifying glass or a magnifying lens. It is used when very small animal have to be dissected or for the magnification of the parts in the sections or of small organisms which are not seen by naked eye. So simple microscope is thus just a magnifying lens or a magnifying glass, and which is used for the uh, observation of the enlarged view or the magnified view of the small animals which are to be dissected, or magnification of the various parts in the sections, or small organisms can also be observed by using the magnifying lens called as a simple microscope. The simple microscope is made up of two parts. The simple microscope is made up of two parts, such as viewing or optical part, and second one, that is a mechanical part. So this is the diagram showing simple microscope with provided with a round base, and having a stand with a round base and a stand so as to hold the different parts of the simple microscope, such as lenses or the mirror, or the adjustment screw, so as to adjust the actual magnification or the actual magnification or the view, a clear view of the object which are placed onto the stage on the glass slides. So, this is the figure showing simple microscope provided with a round base, then fitted with a straight arm uh, so as to support or so as to fit the optical part of the simple microscope, that is lenses or stage or the mirrors, so as to focus the object to view or to see through the lenses which are used on the top of the simple microscope. So it is having different parts, that is base, then adjustment screw, then mirror, then stage, then clips to hold the glass slides containing the respective study material, and also on the top side provided with a folder arm, and at the end of which there is a lens. Usually the convex lens may be one, two or more number of convex lenses can also be used so as to increase the magnification of the object or the study material. So this is just a figure showing a simple microscope provided with a mechanical part and the optical part. The mechanical part possessing the base, then straight arm so as to support the optical part, the provided with a adjustment screw, and the optical part consisting of mirror and the lenses, and in between the mirror and the lens or the eyepiece, there is a stage so as to provide a platform to keep the glass slides with the study material that can be held properly by using the clips. So this is just a figure showing a simple microscope. Optical part consists of single convex lens. Optical part consists of single convex lens fitted or kept in the eyepiece, whereas the mechanical part hold the lens in a proper position. With the help of knob, proper magnification can be obtained. With the help of adjustment screw or a knob, proper magnification of the image of the object can be obtained. Mirror is present for light. Mirror is present for light, and clips for lead holding the slide onto the stage. A simple microscope consists of single lens or a combination of lenses. A simple microscope consists of single lens or a combination of lenses which functions as convex lens. A convex lens magnifies the object and helps to produce magnified image of a near object which appears to be at the distance of distinct vision. The enlarged image is formed on the retina. The enlarged image is formed on the retina. It shows details which cannot be seen by naked eye. The magnification obtained the magnification obtained with a convex lens can be easily calculated by the following formula. Capital M is equal to 250 plus 1 by small f, where small f is the focal length of the lens in centimeters and 250 is the distance of the distinct vision in centimeters. The magnification obtained with a simple lens cannot exceed 3 times or a 3x magnification. The magnification obtained with a simple lens or a single lens cannot exceed 3 times magnification or a 3x magnification. However, magnification more than 3x magnification more than 3x or 3 into 6 can be achieved by using a combination of several lenses. The combination of several lenses fused together, acts as a single convex lens. The lenses fused together are called as element. The lenses fused together are called as elements. The net result of the combination is the formation of an image free from distortions. A magnification of about 20 times can be obtained. So by using the combination of lenses, we can prepare the element in a simple microscope, and thus the magnification of the image can be raised or increased by 20 times. So magnification of about 20 times can be obtained by using the combination of lenses, and this will also provide the image without distortions. Such microscopes are used by biologists for smaller magnification during field work. The it consists of such microscopes means the microscopes provided with a combination of lenses called as element and which can show the image without distortions, and such type of microscopes are used by the biologist for smaller magnification during the field work. It consists of combination of double concave lens of a crown glass fitted between two double convex lenses of a flint glass. So this is called as an achromatic triplet. So in this case, one can use the two convex lenses on two sides, and in between these two convex lenses there is a concave lens. So this will form a single unit of three lenses. Two convex lenses, one above and one below, and in between these two convex lenses there is a concave lens. So ultimately this forms a single unit of a combination of two convex and one concave lens to form a achromatic triplet or a planar lens. This is also called as planar lens, and which can be thus used as an element in the simple microscope so as to increase the magnification up to 20 times. The three lenses are cemented together and function as a single lens. So this combination of two convex lenses and one concave lens in between forming a chromatic triplet or a planar lens, and these are three lenses, that is two side convex lenses and one concave lens in between, are cemented together and functions as a single lens. So this is what about the simple microscope, and is thus used for the observation of uh, small objects or small objects so as to prepare their images, so as to study the smaller invertebrates or the different parts of the sections. So smaller magnification or the less number of magnified images can be observed under the simple microscope. Uh, so this is what about the simple microscope. Uh, with this, today we'll stop here, and next time we'll continue with a second type of microscope, that is a compound microscope. Thank you.